Welcome back to Naughty or Nice, where we're taking a look at 12 products leading up to Christmas and telling you if they are in fact naughty or nice. And did you know this is an official, like, Nerf Christmas shirt? When I first saw this online, I thought it was like a knockoff. No, it's real. It's from Nerf. I bought this. They didn't send this to me. I spent money on this. Anyway, day 2. What do we got for day 2? Also right in front of me. Dear Bert, every mother of 4 deserves one of these. Congratulations, chicken. Well, thank you, chicken. What does every mother of 4 need? There's a lot of things I could think of, and this is not one of those things. Adventure Force, Tactical Strike, Ranger. I've seen people with this. I've never even held one. Set it free. I have certainly seen other Adventure Force, or in this case Dart Zone, rival style blasters on the market, or a Tactical Strike. Okay. Well, that was louder than I thought it was going to be. Also, that bounced in a way that probably wasn't ideal. Oh, it does actually auto-rotate. It's the Adventure Force Tactical Strike Ranger, featuring the blaster itself and 3 Tactical Strike rounds to deliver performance FPS. Load rounds, pull down to load. Then I don't know, the instructions don't go that far. Retailing for about $10 from Walmart. The Adventure Force Ranger really does look like a Nerf rival Triad, with a few different features of course. There is a safety on the side, which is required for these ball blasters, anything that's like 14 and up, which does work just fine. That's in the locked position. The prime on the bottom, similar to a Triad or a Jolt, and then the balls you just have to manually insert in the front. As you can see, it comes with 3, the bare minimum, but you do have to push them all the way back. Now, I do like that you can sort of modify how hard you want these to hit, because currently, as you might be able to see in the translucent plastic there, I have not pushed them all the way back. I would need to push a little bit further, and that's going to ensure maximum performance. There is still, some fun to be had with rival blasters, or ball blasters in this case, that don't shoot super hard. Though over time, I think we've found that the best performing rival ball blasters are the ones that have really high capacity hoppers that shoot super fast. That's in one category. If it's a lower capacity, sort of single shot, then it has to deliver on some other promise. Well, you can actually double load, because you can put like 2 rounds in each chamber, but it's got very limited power. When priming this too, as you saw, you do have to make sure you pull it down all the way. And as you can see too, my hand, I'm under the trigger right now, which is kind of awkward, because I can't really rest my trigger finger anywhere up here when I'm priming it, otherwise it's gonna fall on the trigger and then it's just gonna fire. Something I've found with this blaster too is that when it is primed, it's firing the bottom slot. I can rotate it to a different spot, which is nice, manual rotation. It does auto rotate after you prime it to the next one. That's cool, but there's so much slack that you could rotate it all the way to the side. And this is still the bottom barrel, but look how far off it is from where the actual air hole is. I can actually see the side of the barrel, or the plunger tube in there. Quite a smooth handle as well, so whenever I am priming, it's not unlikely that my hand is gonna just fly all the way up to the top and underneath into the trigger, into this little notch right here. It is of course compatible with X-Shot, Dart Zone, and Nerf ball rounds of sorts. And even if 2 firing at once isn't the most powerful, it is still pretty satisfying. That first one's gonna go a little bit further, but you've got options. I think 3's a little far, it won't actually fire those. Triple. Not great. the Adventure Force Ranger. There's some good, there's some bad. Not too expensive, but was it well executed? Unfortunately for me, this one's starting off the naughty pile. I know you might disagree, and it isn't that expensive, meaning it's not too bad for $10, right? Well, I do like the idea, and the performance is not awful, but when you start comparing it to other even Adventure Force blasters or Nerf rival blasters or X-Shot blasters on the market, it's a little subpar, and it just isn't as easy to prime as I wish it was. It just feels a little too cheap as I would have liked. Now, I understand there might be some mods that people have done with it, so I'm not saying it's the worst thing ever. It's definitely not that bad. I probably wouldn't have picked it up unless it was for this review. But hey, can't get much worse, can it? I don't know, maybe it could. I don't know.